Katrina Pierson is the former national spokesperson for the Trump campaign. She's with us now. Dana Perino's up in a minute. Katrina, great to see you.
Good to see you, Megyn.
So I love that, the beautiful flowing sentences. It's like his words are the Breck shampoo commercial of 2016. It's gorgeous and it's flowing. If only you wouldn't cut it off, you would appreciate how beautiful it was. Let me ask you what they mean when they say some changes are coming.
Well, look, Megyn, Donald Trump was not your traditional candidate, and he has made several promises throughout this entire cycle of making changes. The president-elect is a very efficient man. He wants things done very effectively, and that means there are likely going to be changes in all aspects of government.
But like, come on, walk us down the possibilities. Like one of the things that had people shocked today was that perhaps the White House press corps would not be seated according to rank or news organization, and they might mix things up. Do you think, are they considering that at the Trump level?
Well, I will echo the incoming chief of staff and just say everything's being looked at. There are things that they feel that could be done differently to be more effective. And if that is one of the things they decide, you'll definitely hear about it. But nothing's been decided yet. This is just something that's under discussion because there are things that need to be changed throughout the entire government, not just with the press secretary or in the White House.
What about you? Now, you are rumored to be on the short list. The reports are that Sean Spicer, who was Reince Priebus's deputy at the RNC, is the favorite, if you will. But you're on the list. And then today there was a report that our own Kimberly Guilfoyle might be on the list as well. So you have some stiff competition. But is it a position that you would like?
There are a lot of rumors, and I can't discuss who's being discussed for what position, but I will tell you, Megyn, is I have been coming to Trump Tower for over a year and a half now, and all of a sudden this week it became a headline. So there's really nothing there. I work there. I'm a senior advisor to the Trump transition team, and that's really all this is.
Well, tell us this. On January 21st, after he's been sworn in and there's no more transition team, do you foresee a career in government service?
Well, none of those decisions have been made yet, but I will happily make myself available if the president-elect wants my help. 100%, I fully support Donald Trump. I've told him that from the beginning. I've been on this show a number of times to help him be successful, and I'll continue to do so if he wants me.
You've always been a lovely guest and treated everyone here beautifully and been a loyal defender of his as well. Great to see you, Kat.
Thanks, Megyn.
Joining us now with more, former White House press secretary during the George W. Bush administration and author of the new book, Let Me Tell You About Jasper.
Boy, have I come a long way.
Dana Perino, who's co-host of The Five, which is also big. And congrats on the success of the book.
Thanks, and to you. And good to see you again.
Thank you. I know, we've both been on these book tours. And now back down to business. So the beautiful flowing sentences were being chopped up. And you tell me whether it would be a big deal for Trump to, A, mess up the seating chart at the White House press corps, or B, go beyond that when it comes to access they have to him.
Well, it's a big deal for the press corps. Like you've heard the saying, nobody likes change except for a baby. The press really doesn't like change. And if you look at the business models over the past 15 years, that's been very clear. But they're playing catch up and people adjust. And when it comes to the seating chart, I know that Ari Fleischer did it a little bit differently, I think. I don't know exactly how it happened that when I inherited the press secretary job, we had turned that back over to the White House press corps to decide who sat where, because what did I care? I mean, once the briefing started, I could call on whoever I wanted to.
Well,
so
because
where
Reince Priebus today was saying, he told Hugh Hewitt, he said, look, that this arranged seating thing, that was a Barack Obama deal. George W. Bush
It was a Ronald Reagan deal.
Okay, yeah, because the Barack Obama White House came out today and said, you better check your history, Mr. Priebus.
Yeah.
It wasn't us.
Yeah.
So it's the White House press corps that has a pecking order.
Right.
And if you don't get on the bended knee and kiss the ring, and that would be the head of the White House press corps, not the president, you're not going to get in the front row. There's definitely going to be a change in the way that Trump deals with the media.
Already has.
Right? I mean, that thing about not giving interviews, that's potentially problematic. Although since he was elected, he has given interviews. Yeah.
Especially with, like, for example, when he sat down with 60 Minutes and then he did Chris Wallace interview. He's done that. He hasn't done some press conferences, but it's only 35 days. And when they get started and they get into the grind of governing, I think that they'll find actually that a daily press briefing is actually very useful, both to the White House and to the press that is charged with covering them.
But Donald Trump loves to be on camera. And he is electric in front of it. He does have this, he said they called me the ratings machine. It's true, he is. And he seems to get a Jones off of that. The idea of him not dealing with the press seems hard to imagine.
Well, think about it. Barack Obama did the same thing. One of the things he did when he first came in was he stopped having the they call them photo dogs, come in for just general pictures. And I thought, why would you do that? Because he never takes a bad picture. And it's access for the press, and it's like easy to do. And for a press secretary, it was one of those things like, boss, can I let the press come in, take a picture? Yes, okay, fine. And then you cross that one off your list. But when President Obama started White House TV and just talking directly to the people, then the press corps was like, oh my gosh, how is that going to work? They adjust and it works itself out. I have no doubt that Donald Trump's team will do some things differently, but I think that they'll also find that there are some basic rules of the road that are beneficial to them, and they can't expect that the White House press corps is going to come in and write glowing stories about their boss. I don't think they expect that.
I don't know if you're right about that.
But their tolerance.
Remember, Trump told the New York Times you're going to be very happy, and I've been saying along they are not going to be very happy, and he is not.
But are
they
tired of winning? At the New York Times. I don't know.
Dana Perino, tell me more about Jasper. Okay. One final thing. Give me a thought to think about.
He's in South Carolina this week.
Oh, nice.
Or for the holidays.
Nice.
I don't know what else.
Enjoying the fresh air.
I miss him.
Which we don't have in New York City. Great
He's
to see you.
going to wear a sock monkey coat for Christmas.
Well, all right. Let me just let that marinate.
Someone gave it to me for during the book tour.
Great to see you.
Thanks.